His guys will get it at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right over. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Looking long for his tight end read. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Nice, sweetheart. 56, 56. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. Tighten up. Joker.
On first down, Chandler. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Steve 6.
Allen now looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19.
Five wide. First down. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Hey, wahoo. Here we go. Free bird.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Jim, 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 Jim. Go.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Shit. He's coming.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Oh, got him. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike. Some. Target. Go. Mike, 51. Go.
From the gun, it's Allen. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start the drive with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Under 10, 10.
On the ground, it's Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Beckham, the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
You go tight. You got tight.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. It's caught by OBJ. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Allen. Just keeping the play alive. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. It's caught by Funchess. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Ready. Check 52, come on. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Andy Isabella was the intended target. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Allen. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This is caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Robert Kimdichie coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these 2 teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Got on 52. Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crack. 25, check 25, check 25. High 51.
To the air, Allen. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
It's 4th down.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They're going to look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the carry, it's Cook. Room here to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down by Matthew. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 4-yard line.
Hatch it. Switch.
On 2nd down, Cook stripped, the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practice that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He's got it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep. Switch.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Beckham. Escape Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That punt return 66 yards, and it goes the distance. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Check. Shift.
2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go, baby. 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
3 down. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. I got you. Move. Watch 36.
Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A 3rd down gain of 19. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Allen now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. 53 to Mike. 50 go.
And again, it's Allen. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's get it in. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We don't want this. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Go.
Allen to throw once more. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, the 30, and all the way down to the 26. A big play there out of Cook, and even 70 yards.
And the Patriot first down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Second and 11. This one caught by Isabella. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots get a score closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. He finds McCoy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Mike 52, Mike 52.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3. He'll rifle this one deep right side. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They'll drop the throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They run, Cook. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He'll buy some, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jannard Avery in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he doesn't have a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Watch the eye. Check. Jim, middle. Kill.
And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So Allen's going to look to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
I got you. Pass 85. What is that?
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, Mike 51. I'm on. Hey, Mike 7. Mike 51. Yeah. 50. Hey, home. 51. It's our field. Hey, it's our line. Check 9. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. That's in. To you. I'm coming up to you.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You don't want none. Shit. Go. That's it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.